No siema, witam was serdecznie na moim kanale. Ja jestem Arda, a to jest kolejny odcinek naszych przygód z grą Starfield. Kontynuujemy questa dla Ryujin Industries, Kluczowy Składnik. Teraz widzowie, nie przedłużam, wam życzę miłego oglądania. Jedziemy. Oho. A już zmieni to, żeby nie chodził bardzo wolno, chyba że przyspieszę mu. Dobra, przełącz, aktywuj. Bądź sobie mam zbyt duże obciążenie.
Please. Drop some of that. I'm hurting just watching you.
O, są jakieś skafandry kolejne. Zbieramy co się da. Potem trzeba to będzie opchnąć. Ale damy radę. Jakaś nowa pukawka tutaj wyskoczyła. Zobaczmy sobie. O, dużo warta. Z 10, a to jest strzelba. 20 koła jest warta. Nieźle. Gdzieś pobiegł, super, kurde.
Afraid your time's coming up.
Wasze numery otrzymania się panią trudności w komunikacji są niedopuszczalne. Wyślę przedstawiciela, że dostawa ma być gotowa i czekać na niego. Słyszeliśmy wieści, że dostawa się spóźnia i tyle było z tej premii. Wyślemy do was przedstawiciela, który będzie opiniował. Wiadomość, RC1 może się nam poszczęści i Ryujin dorzuci jakąś premię. Zawsze są dostawy, dawajcie znać. Alarm. Do wszystkich w układzie Karina, tu stacja RC1, Ghost Mining, Karin 3A. To jest zaatakowanie przez wroga. Potrzebna natychmiastowa pomoc. Okej. Skaczę. Musimy tutaj iść. Przeczytaj kontrakt. Klient Infinity to Lucas Drexel, zlecenie numer 48201, miejsce stacja CM RC1, cel transport prototypu Ryujina, instrukcje. Przyjąć transport prototypu przygotowany dla Ryujin Industries, przekierować transport do klinika. Odbiorca Dr. Kennedy Lane, układ na Orion, Kolektywem Wolnych Gwiazd, nie zostawiać żadnych świadków. Już wiemy, gdzie jest nasz transport. No tak. Żeśmy zaczynali. Pozostaje nam lecieć do kolejnego miejsca.
What's next?
I love coffee.
Ty więcej chyba nie...
It's my second favorite thing in the galaxy. Next to reading about you.
Mogę coś tu przenieść, czy nie? Nie. Muszę powiększyć swoją ładownię. I zwiększyć udźwig sobie.
What are we doing?
Aha.
What's next for me and you?
Dobra, lecimy. W wskazane miejsce.
And we have... Back among the stars. As...
Okej. Tutaj Narion. Stacja gwiezdna, wykonaj
Heavenly
skok.
Celestial, it must feel good for you to see your family.
Yes, your immaculate mess. What can I do for you?
You are cleared to dock at the clinic, the best medical facility in the settled systems.
Mhm. I dokujemy.
Nice clean dock, Captain.
The clinic's a bit of a legend in the medical field.
How can I be of service, Captain?
Ma'am, I'm just a courier.
I understand that. I'm not blaming you directly. Dr. Salvato, how long have you been here?
Kurier jakiś?
And in that year, how many times have we had this conversation about late or missing shipments of supplies?
I believe this is the third time.
Yes, that sounds right. 3 times. I will be making it very clear to your superiors that lives are at stake, and the clinic requires reliable transport. If your company cannot meet our needs, someone else will.
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
Thank you, Dr. Salvato. You may return to your duties.
It's a grav drive. I literally can't get here any faster.
Anything I can help you with?
Dr. Darvish took a chance on me, hiring me fresh out of training. Need to make sure she doesn't regret it.
It's encouraging to know that every case we cure here likely means dozens.
This area's off limits. Authorized personnel only.
Perswaduj.
Yeah, I bet you do. I don't think so. Yeah, I hope so. Don't get ahead of yourself. Look, if you need help,
Ojej.
talk to someone in reception. Look, now get out of here.
Tutaj. Jeszcze raz spróbujemy. Kurde. Mam perswazję na 3, a i tak kiepsko idzie. Że ona im pomoże.
Delivery run. Can't ever
Welcome
get
to
here
the
fast
clinic.
enough.
I'm Dr. Darvish, Chief of Medicine. Is there something I can do for you? Are you? Because I don't have any appointments scheduled. We have a particular focus on astrovirology here. So the patients we take on tend to have unusual cases that require long-term care, and sometimes require unorthodox or experimental treatments. We have an excellent track record that speaks for itself, but it doesn't leave room for much else. Whatever business you may be here for, I trust that you will conduct it quickly and do so without interfering with my staff or our operations.
Chętnie pomogę w badaniach.
Would you now? Well, I suppose we could always use additional research specimens. The more data we have about what's out there in the settled systems, the faster we can diagnose novel illnesses. In theory, at least. I suppose we could consider you an independent contractor of sorts. We keep a database of known alien sedatives, but more data points are always welcome. If you could provide some samples, it would be appreciated.
Okej.
What we're looking for are basic organic substances. They could come from any number of flora or fauna on countless worlds across the settled systems. Just keep your eyes open as you travel and harvest things when you find them. Or frankly, if you can find them at a reasonable price somewhere, purchase them. I'm less concerned with the source than the materials themselves.
Okej.
Hey, what can I do for you? You should inspect your ship for heat leeches.
Jak tam się
Keep your
dostać?
nose clean. Last thing I want is to charge you for a DB, an A and B, B and E, or heaven forbid, an MS. At least then we wouldn't have to worry about a BOP, am I right?
Need to make sure those files are backed up.
Próbujemy jeszcze raz go przekonać, może mnie wpuści tam.
This area's off limits. Authorized personnel only. Yeah, I bet you do.
Wobec rozwiązanie między nami.
I wish I
Ojejku.
could, but if anybody found out I'd helped you...
Nie musimy mieć problemów, prawda?
I hear you.
To mi się podoba.
I'm trying to be reasonable here.
Na pewno dojdziemy do porozumienia.
I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here.
Bo z tobą nawet nie musi o tym wiedzieć.
Not happening. Look, if you need help, talk to
Kurde.
someone in reception.
Mogę kiedyś
Get out of here!
automatyczną. A, jeszcze raz.
This area's off limits. Authorized personnel only.
Perswazja.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Że się im stanie, to im pomożesz.
Yeah, I hope so.
To mi się podoba.
I'm still willing to talk.
Na pewno dojdziemy do porozumienia.
I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here.
Wreszcie jakiś postęp.
Maybe we can work something out.
Udało się w końcu.
Fine, I'll issue you an access card. Infinity better get it together.
Udało się, pięknie.
The clinic's a bit of a legend in the medical field.
Sean, I don't want to do this again. I'm tired, all right? Just not today.
You can't be okay with this, though, right? You took an oath, and I'd say this is a firm violation.
Look, we got that shit right. Although who knows what Fade's been.
Hey, who let you in here? This is a restricted area.
Wysłał mnie Infinity, aby uzyskać ode mnie wykłady waszych postępów.
In that case, you'll want to speak to Dr. Lane.
This damn contract will be the death of me. Excuse me, but this is a restricted area. You need to leave.
Jestem tu w związku z obowiązkową aktualizacją bezpieczną. Muszę zaktualizować swój komputer.
Your timing could be better. A little warning next time. I'll just take a moment to check up on my patient.
Osobiste, totalne, obiekty nowe, Project Dominion, proszę, też tu jest. I wracamy do wieży. Nie mogę skoczyć z szybkiego ojejku podróży, bo jest zbyt ciężki.
Is there any type of weapon combat tech won't make?
If people would stop poking their noses into every unexplored biome.
Home sweet home.
Yes?
What can I do for you, Captain?
Oddokuj.
Docking seal released.
A jeszcze trzeba ustawić ten. Dobra. Zobaczymy, co mi tu powiedzą.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
Nice to catch you in the office.
We're wasting time.
Is that my beautiful shipment? You were right about this one, Masako.
Mam nadzieję, że to jest wszystko.
Looks like it. This should be more than enough. Now, I shall excuse myself and get to work on finalizing this prototype.
So, what did you learn about CM Station RC-1?
Infinity wynajęło najemników z Ekliptika, by przyjąć ładunek.
Lucas must be desperate if he hired them to collect the Rothosite. Were there any survivors?
Nie, ale Ekliptik przypłacił to krwią.
Good. I may not condone murder, but I refuse to have sympathy for indiscriminate killers like Ecliptic, especially after massacring innocents working for us. Now, I also had a report that you were spotted at the clinic. I take it you traced the shipment there?
Tak, Infinity TD ma umowę z kliniką na korzystanie z strzelnego skrzydła.
I figured it was related. And were you able to determine the purpose of this secure wing?
Infinity TD przeprowadził nielegalne testy na ludziach, aby uzyskać siły wewnętrznym nowy amplifikator.
So, it sounds like Lucas has reached a new level of desperation to ensure his future as CEO. I'll make sure Yuko's team extracts every bit of information they can from the clinic's database on this. Between hiring Ecliptic and unauthorized human trials, we have enough to take Lucas down for good. And with the Rothosite secure, it's almost time for us to make our move.
Zaczynajmy.
Head up to the executive floor and speak to Dalton. He has an update for you on the mole's identity. I've called a meeting and I expect you to attend. It's time to put the final plan in motion.
Was I supposed to attach that clockwise or counterclockwise?
Biura kierownictwa. Dobra.
Good. You're right on time. I reevaluated all the evidence. It took every resource I had, but the final answer is clear. Ularu is the mole.
I told you Imogene was innocent. It just didn't add up.
Imogene... Niewinność Imogene była dla mnie oczywista.
Yes. You made the right call. I've briefed Masako and discussed her plans on handling this. While we both agree Ularu is guilty, we need irrefutable evidence before presenting this to the board. For now, we lead everyone to believe that Imogene was the mole, and the situation was dealt with.
I see the sense in it, but hasn't Imogene suffered enough? Apparently not.
Udawać, że Imogene była kretem, by Ularu nie nabrała podejrzeń. Jasne.
Good. Keeping Ularu in the dark is the key to taking her down. Masako has tasked Ularu with writing the program to bring down Infinity Ltd. We believe she'll take the chance to incriminate Masako within the program. So this could provide the evidence we're looking for. You will be tasked with the assignment to infiltrate Infinity. So before you go, I want you to bring that program to me.
Program, który da mi Ularu, jest twój. Nie pozwolę, by wrobiła też Masako.
Good. Once Ularu believes she's properly deflected any suspicion, I've no doubt she'll be bold enough to hide something within whatever program she writes. Now, let's attend a meeting.
Mam tu usiąść? Dobra.
We called you all together to discuss a recent security breach. We discovered a mole within the company who leaked vital information about Project Dominion to Infinity Ltd.
You've got to be kidding me.
Just don't tell me it's Vina. I think we've all noticed she's not here.
Before you speculate any further, no, it's not Vina. The guilty party is Imogene Salzo, much to my disappointment. Our operative here obtained the evidence to confirm it.
Tak Imogene przyznała się do współpracy z Infinity Ltd.
Dalton, how does something like this happen?
Imogene is highly trained. Ularu can even speak to that. We demand the best. So that's the threat we deal with.
I may have well-trained operatives, but security is your responsibility, Dalton. This is a huge failing on your part.
I accept the responsibility, but let's not forget, the mole has already been exposed and dealt with.
Of course, thanks to another of my operatives.
Nie możemy winić za to Daltona.
Watch me.
Imogene's been dealt with, so bickering is pointless.
All I care about is reacquiring our property and what this might be costing us financially.
Vina is completing the internal neuroamp prototype as we speak. Our operative will receive the implant, infiltrate Infinity Ltd, and obtain any and all research. I have it on good authority the experimentations they've done to replicate the missing pieces of our work have resulted in fatalities.
Prowadzili nielegalne testy na ludziach w klinice.
I can't imagine the mess their legal department has on their hands.
If I may make a suggestion, we should give this evidence to David at SSNN. It's the best neutral method of releasing this information to the general public.
That'd make my job easier.
David it is, then.
Misako, the internal neuroamp is ready if you want to send down the candidate.
I hope you're ready for this.
Zawsze robię wszystko, co konieczne.
And that's precisely why I know we can count on you. Vina will be waiting for you in the neuroamp division in R&D. Once you're done, meet me in my office. Be ready to discuss the details of your next assignment.
Dobra.
My career will be over if this deal falls through.
Daj na jej rozwój.
Are you sure you're okay? You left pretty fast.
They really try hard to not look evil. Hey, I'm a tree. We totally can't be doing evil here. You're not fooling anyone, pal. Like corporations don't control people enough as is.
Permitted to perform medical practices without human oversight.
Ah, here's my lucky candidate. I hope you're ready to embark on one amazing journey.
Cieszę się, że mogę wziąć w tym udział.
Yes, I always love a willing subject. Now, just a few details before we begin. Obviously, we'll be putting you under. I'll be making a small incision in the back of your skull where the internal neuroamp will be fitted. The whole procedure should only take 3 to 4 hours with little to no downtime afterwards, provided DeMarcus got everything entered correctly.
Did I not just say I quadruple-checked the numbers?
You know I'm just giving you a hard time. Besides, I've got to make sure my patient is reassured.
Wszystko na pewno pójdzie dobrze.
Of course. We've got, what, 5 PhDs between the two of us?
6, but who's counting?
All I'm saying is that you're in good hands. Now, just lie down on the table once you're ready, and we should be good to go.
You've got a lot more faith in Ryujin than I ever will. Good luck.
Tu do operacji neurochirurgicznych.
All right, let's get this party started. Well, well, look who's finally up. The operation was a success, obviously. Once you're able to refocus, let me know how you're doing. Hey there.
Okay.
So, how are you feeling? You look good?
Się dobrze, wszystko daje się być bez zmian.
That's exactly what we want. Just a couple quick notes before using the internal neuroamp. First, you can only influence one person at a time. And second, the effect is temporary, so be prepared if you use it in a combat situation.
Zrozumiano.
Great. Now let's test this sucker out. DeMarcus has graciously volunteered for science, he says.
W porządku. Dajmy się, co ten wewnętrzny neuroamplifikator potrafi.
That's the spirit. DeMarcus loves being hands-on and experiencing things on his own. It's probably why he's the second most published scientist here, after me. Just head up the stairs nearby to the observation deck.
Naciśnij F, by otworzyć skaner. Wybierz osobę, którą chcesz manipulować. Ciśnij E, aby otworzyć umiejętności społeczne, a następnie wybierz manipulację. Gdy dana osoba została już zmanipulowana, wybierz przedmiot lub osobę, z którymi ma wejść w interakcję. Okay. Czyli F. Dyplomacja, podżeganie, zastrzegana manipulacja. To musi społeczne, muszę aktywować, gdy twój skaner jest aktywny. Znajdź kursorem i naciśnij E, aby otworzyć listę umiejętności społecznych. Wybierz umiejętności chcesz użyć z pomocą kółka myszki. Umiejętność społeczności nie powiedzie, twój cel zostanie się utrudniony wszystkie próby wykorzystania tego umiejętności wobec niego. No, chyba działa. Wuj.
You look beat. Is everything all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just got a 3-hour quantum physics lecture from Vina, that's all.
Oof. She got me with one of those last week. What was it this time? Electron splitting? Wormholes?
The probability involved in calculating the interactions between certain universes in a multiverse. I only understood about half of it. Made me happy I became an engineer instead of a physicist.
Well, don't let it slip to Marcus that she lectured you. He'll give you a 3-hour lecture of his own about why he disagrees with her theories.
Neat trick. But the implications? We should burn the whole place to the ground.
Oh my god, that was incredible. What was it like?
Wow. How to describe it? 1 minute I was excited about seeing how the experiment would go. The next, I had a brief moment of disorientation and figured I must have lost my train of thought. It felt eerily natural. And yes, I admit it, just as you predicted.
I knew it, I knew it, I knew it! I can hardly wait to finish writing up my latest dissertation. And you owe me 100 creds.
I'll be keeping myself under constant surveillance now. I'm curious if any other side effects may manifest.
Dobra, na co powiesz?
So, tell me all about it. How did it feel? Any side effects?
Używając go niczego nie czuję.
Yes. Good. Hear that, DeMarcus? That's 2 for 2 now.
I heard. It really was fascinating how all I experienced was a moment of disorientation. It's truly remarkable tech.
So what do you research and
Zgadzam się, to świadczą wielkie
When
możliwości.
it comes to your job, you bet it does. Besides, the neural amp is in total control. If a subject's morals or beliefs in something are strong enough, we still see points of failure. That being said, it's been interesting to discover the actions our subjects sanction in their own minds.
Okay. As much as I'd love to go over the details and potential of this amazing piece of technology I created, Masako wants to see you. It sounds like you have an assignment to complete, and DeMarcus and I have a lot of notes to record.
Okej, idziemy do Masako.
The specs they gave me for this job are so confusing.
We take a lot of pride in our work up here in R&D.
Don't cause any trouble.
Trochę trzeba przebiec. Trzeba będzie jeszcze polecieć i gdzieś obchnąć różne rzeczy, bo mam tego za dużo.
You're here. I wasn't sure how accurate Vina's promise of no downtime was going to be. Now that you've been outfitted with the internal neuroamp, it's time to put that tech to work. We're sending you into Infinity Ltd. Lucas Drexler is about to learn exactly why you don't steal from Ryujin Industries.
Dopilnujemy, aby pożałował, że kiedykolwiek usłyszał o projekcie Dominion.
And wish he shall, every day, while he rots away in prison. All right, Yuko has provided a layout of Infinity Ltd. You have 2 options for this assignment. We'll be providing you with the means for both. Option A, you gain entry through their maintenance access on the roof. Option B, we give you an assigned identity and arrange a meeting for you.
B.
Just hope those acting skills don't get you caught or killed. Now, depending on your preference, you'll either find yourself in the maintenance hallway or the marketing department. From there, you have 3 targets. First, you have Lucas Drexler's computer, located in his office on the executive floor. Second is Faye Sengsavan's computer, in research and development. And third, you need to obtain the prototype they are working on, also in R&D.
As you can see, you've several floors to traverse. So I hope you're prepared for an adventure.
Nie ma sprawy, poradzę sobie.
That's what we're counting on. Now, I had Ularu create a program that you need to run on both Lucas and Faye's computers. I'll let her explain the details.
You see, once we expose Infinity Ltd., all of their data is going to come under intense scrutiny. We only want the public to know about their mercenary hires and unauthorized human trials, but Project Dominion needs to remain confidential. I've created an overseer program that will gather all the evidence we need, and at the same time delete anything relating to Ryujin and the internal neuroamp.
Więc pomniejsze nigdy się nie dowie, że Infinity Italy okradło Virgin Industries.
Exactly. And what the public doesn't know doesn't hurt them.
Huh. So much for freedom of the press. Or accountability.
If the media were to draw their own conclusions, I'm certain they'd just create a panic among people. Controlling the narrative is of the utmost importance.
I don't know. Maybe some goddamn panic is warranted.
Now, we don't want to mess on this one. A body count will only distract from what we're trying to accomplish here. In fact, unless they're a master at being one with the shadows, I'd suggest you leave your friend behind. Lower the risk. Simon Rychek provided some useful info on how to evacuate civilians from the building. I'm sure you remember him from Sidonia. Infinity's maintenance crew is understaffed. It's only a matter of time before pressure gauges go unchecked and they have a massive issue on their hands. Once that pressure becomes too much, every floor in the building is going to suffer from gas leaks, setting off an automated alarm to evacuate the building. Simon was able to get a passcode for you to access their system's computer, so you can force the heating system to fail.
W porządku, wezmę to pod uwagę.
I'd highly advise you use it. This assignment isn't the time to test your abilities. The only thing you're out there to prove is that you can get this job done. We're also issuing you an operative suit. It should help reduce their ability to detect you. These suits are typically reserved for the senior ranks, but we want to reduce as much risk as possible.
Testuję, czy bestie takie nie wnosiła mojej obecności.
That's what we're hoping for. If you can pull this off, even I'll be impressed.
Once you've run the Overseer program and obtained the prototype, your final step is to deliver the slate to David Barron at the SSNN field office. If he asks questions, feel free to give him just enough information to pique his interest, but no mention of Ryujin or who you are. SSNN is used to anonymous tips. They'll do whatever verifications they deem necessary on their own to confirm the story.
To będzie korporacyjna historia dekady.
It certainly will, and we'll have front row seats. So, any final questions before you go?
Jak dużą swobodę poruszania się w Infinity zapewni mi fałszywa tożsamość?
You'll be restricted to the marketing floor. An appointment is not a free pass.
W jaki sposób możemy się też wewnętrzny neuroamplikator?
You have the ability to manipulate others. If someone's in your way, you could get them to move. If someone has a key card, that means you have a key card. The possibilities here are really up to you.
Jakiego konu mogę się spodziewać w Infinity Italy?
Depending on whether or not you evacuate the building, you'll mostly be looking at security guards, much like we have here. You may encounter an automated defense system in the form of turrets as well, so be careful.
Mogę ruszyć.
Good luck, and be sure to report directly back to me when you return.
Here's Simon's passcode, your operative suit, the Overseer program, and your cover identity. Your cover ID card is encoded with roof entry and elevator access, so that's your ticket in, either way. Don't screw this up, Skylar Lumen.
Agenta. Tu agenta. Hej. To jeszcze muszę pogadać z Daltonem.
I've been waiting here for ages.
Utrudnia wykrywanie cię o 25%. Ale to...
Do you have the program?
Tak, rób co musisz.
With pleasure. So, let's take a look. Aha. The decryptions hit a snag. There's definitely something here. This is exactly what we needed. According to this code, Ularu intended to plant false evidence that would show Masako was working with Lucas. The moment you launched the Overseer program, a series of fabricated communication files would have been uploaded to the Infinity Ltd network. One of them even frames Masako for encouraging Lucas to push for early human trials.
This just keeps getting better and better. Wonder if we're ever going to be on the wrong end of this snake.
I'm going to copy the necessary files off this slate and issue you a new one. I want to keep this one intact, so Ularu can't dispute it. All right. Now, we finally have the evidence we need to prove Ularu's guilt.
Finally. Taking her down might be the only good that comes out of all of this.
Więc Ularu zamierzał robić Masako za pomocą programu nadzorującego.
Yes. And had you not brought this program to me in the first place, you would have been the one planting the false evidence. Without that falsified evidence, Ularu is in for a big surprise. I fully expect she'll be eagerly awaiting SSNN's broadcast, anticipating Masako to be accused alongside Lucas Drexler. Here's the new slate with the revised Overseer program. Let's get this assignment finished the right way.
Okej. Udać się do Nowej Atlantydy.
Keep out of my way and I'll keep out of yours.
Dzielnica handlowa. Ojku, muszę biec ręcznie na statek. Tamtąd będę mógł. Dobra, po drodze muszę jakiś sklep zahaczyć i opchnąć część tych klamotów, co noszę. Ale, moi drodzy widzowie, to już będzie w następnym odcinku. Jeżeli ten się wam podobał, zostawcie łapkę w górę. Zachęcam was do pisania komentarzy pod filmikiem, ustawienia subika z dzwoneczkiem. Zachęcajcie swoich znajomych, by ten kanał subowali. I do zobaczenia w następnym odcinku. Siema!